Welcome to the Oracle Lilith. My name's Amy, and I'm so glad you're here today. I hope you're doing well. This is your first time to my channel. Hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you find value in this video and will consider subscribing to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How are you doing? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I'm so happy to be doing this reading today. So keep in mind, it's a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private sessions. All that information is down in my description box below, and so is my social media. So join me on all my platforms. Okay, so today this is one of the pick a cards my tribe, my subscribers voted on, and they decided to do the past life reading. We're going to find out a little bit about one or two or three of your lifetimes. We'll see what happens here, and the lessons, the gifts, the meaning of knowing this right now, how it can help you in your life right now. Okay, because I'm one of those people that believe if you're going to remember a past life, you're going to put it out there, there needs to be some kind of gift or lesson brought forth or some value to that. Otherwise, we're just going to feed our egos, right? And although we all love a healthy ego, you know, we don't want to be egomaniac-y about it. You know what I mean? Because some people get kind of weird with their past lives. And I'm just really sensitive to that because I feel like, you know, we were all a lot of different things. If you believe in past lives, we've all been kings and queens and all kinds of things. So, you know, no one's better than the other based on a past life. Okay, we're all part of the same collective. We're all going through very similar things. So just keep that in mind. I haven't recorded this yet, so I don't know what's going to come out. So, and we're going to go through the cards now. These are from the pick a cards, the face cards as I call them sometimes. These are from the Zombie Tarot. Yeah, I love this deck. It's a very cool deck. So, and I also did a little bit of a pre-shuffle here. I've got 5 different selections. So, you can pick more than one, but when I do more, I'm going to probably do a pre-shuffle so that it won't take so long to draw the cards. I will be drawing cards from the Akashic Tarot and probably some regular tarot as well, depending on what I'm pulled to. Okay, so the first card, number 1, is here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to think a minute. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, karate chop them all. Okay, so the first one is going to be the World. This is your stack of cards here. The World. I also got songs for each stack. Okay, so the World is Madman on the Water by Elton John. Madman, Across the Water. I said on the water, but Across the Water, Elton John. So, and the number 2 is the Star. And okay, this is interesting. Okay, I have some notes over here. As I was pulling these, information came through. So actually how we're going to do this is it's the World card, but Spirit is identifying this as the Madman of Liverpool group. Okay, whatever that means to you. All right. I've got some interesting sayings or titles or what have you for each stack. So it's different. Okay, so this is the Star, of course. Boom. And here's your stack of cards. And the song is Dust in the Wind by Kansas. Okay. And this is a great tragedy. So this is a lifetime that had some tragedy in it. So that's what they're calling it. Then we have the Death card and your stack of cards. Let's see, what was the song for the Death card? Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses. Now I don't necessarily, I'm drawn to this music, but I'm not necessarily vibing with all of it, if that makes sense. I get psychic information through music, through frequency. So, and these are the songs that were drawn to each deck. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. Yeah. And this is, okay. This is a love that transformed you, a transformative love in a past life. Okay, that's what death is here. All right, we have, and that song is, I already told you that song. Okay, the Empress is number 4. Yeah, and this is your stack of cards. Whoop. Whoops. Whoopsie. Okay. All right. And the song is, what is it? I Wish by Skee Lo. It's a 90s song. And the title of this stack is A Defender of the Innocent. Okay. And then we have the Lovers. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. And the song is Adele, Rolling in the Deep. And, you know, this is one that they didn't really, it's the Lovers. That's the title. It's the Lovers, okay? All right, and this is your stack here of cards. So take a moment. If you're drawn to more than one, there may be more than one, you know, you may have a person in your life you're pulled to for them or something like that. If you're pulled to more than one, I'm sorry. If you're pulled to more than one, it's probably talking about more than one lifetime here. I've been doing past lives. I've known people's past lives for a very long time. I've been doing this since probably my late 20s. Like when I meet someone, I can usually very quickly tell how I know them. This really came forward when I had a Kundalini awakening in my late 20s. So anyway, this is always fun for me. There's always a lesson. Sometimes the past lives can be brutal, and there can be a lot of emotional stuff that comes forward. I'm a channel, and I'm going to try to not block too much of that, because I think in these particular kind of readings, it's very important to bring all the authentic emotion forward within them. So I will also insert a photograph, you guys, so you can take a minute and see which ones you're drawn to. And then I will see you guys on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group one. All of you that selected, oops, can't really see it, this world card and this group of cards here for what was your past life and how can it help you now. So let's just go through the cards. I'm going to pull from the Akashic Tarot for you guys, but let's go through the cards first. So we have the World. Madman Across the Water by Elton John is the song that I connected to the frequency of this group with. Yeah, it's a big energy. And Spirit came through and said something about Liverpool, Madman of Liverpool. I'm not really sure what all that entails, but it may have meaning to some of you. Keep in mind, it's a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private sessions and readings. All that information will be down in my description box below. So, all right, let's see here. We have Mirror. Group one, who were you and how can it help you? Star bathing, light bonds, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Ooh, that's powerful energy in that card. Then we have the internal explorer. Yeah. And I have let spirit be your guide. Yeah. Okay, we have Freya, the goddess of discernment. I spend my time wisely, and I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. I'm getting like holy person energy here. Like, you may feel guided to like the Picts. If you know who the Picts are, they were this tribe of people who lived in England when it was, I think it was Britannia or Britain, but not spelled like we but currently spell it. I'm getting that for some. I'm getting like this tribal vibe, but not from Africa, not from South America, like tribal, paganism, heathen type energy. Okay, I feel I'm feeling like pulled to a map, and I'm seeing like Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales, and I'm feeling drawn to Norway and Iceland, Sweden, that area. I'm hearing like reindeer, not Santa Claus reindeer, but like reindeer, the animal reindeer outside, and it's snowing. There's a lot of snow, cold for some of you. Okay, let's keep going here. I have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And we have Orchid, Priestess of Destiny. Okay, so I'm feeling like you may resonate with being like a holy person, holy man, holy woman, holy person of a tribe of elders. And I feel like there's a couple of things already coming forward. I feel like many of you, it was a situation where you were born kind of, what am I looking for? You were born gifted, okay, but you had seizures, okay? And at that time, people thought, a lot of shamans thought, you know, that when you have seizures, it's connection with the gods, and it's a sign that you're like a holy person, like a medicine worker. You may also vibe with being an American Indian as well. I'm feeling that strongly with this group here. And why I'm picking that up with the Madman, because a lot of shamanism from the outside looks just so primal that it's scary to some people. And I feel like there were outsiders outside of your tribe, probably more modern type people, take that as you will, who judged your tribe, who judged you as being like heathenistic, and in their mind, heathenistic is evil. Okay, so it feels like you were a highly intuitive being in that lifetime, and you guided your people to some really wonderful places. I feel like some of you guys were nomads, and because you were a nomad, people depended on you to course the path by the stars. Okay, so I feel like this group, you may have a starseed origin story as well. And I'm feeling like for many of you, you had visitation from light beings in that lifetime. Okay, this is going to get complicated. I can just feel it. I feel like you had visitations from light beings in this lifetime. And for some of you, these were interdimensional beings. For others, they're more angelic. For a lot of you, they were primal earth energies. And for some of you, they were actually like your star family coming to check up on you. And in that lifetime, there was a window created at that time so that you could get the wisdom from the stars and bring it into the primal source of the planet to help seed civilization with some outside the box kind of ideas. You might be an outside of the box kind of person. And I feel there is probably an intense connection to the earth. And I'm having spirits coming forward and saying, grounding to the earth, connecting to the whole of the planet, not just the plot you sit upon, but the whole of the planet will help empower you with these memories and bring forward these powerful, powerful gifts. You have the ability to navigate your life by the stars. That means that astrology, astronomy, the universe probably speaks to you in very unique ways. And your birth chart probably has some indications of these abilities, and maybe you've lived kind of in denial of it, or you've turned it down, you've turned it off because you've learned through the programming that we all go through as children that, well, I just had deja vu. That's crazy. That sometimes our gifts are scary to people, okay? Because we know things that most people don't know. I feel a very kindred spirit with this group. And you may have had some shamanistic experiences, maybe when, you know, you were ingesting ethogens, okay, ethogens, whatever, however you say it, okay. You may have had some incredible experiences with multidimensionals, or what I like to call earth people. They're like a primal energy that comes forward to kind of connect you to the inner realm of the dimension of this planet. So it's going to be different for different people, but I feel you're very powerful. I'm being drawn to the hawk spirit here. Some of you guys, you wore some kind of headpiece with feathers in it, okay? I'm not saying you were a chief. I'm saying that you wore some kind of headpiece with feathers or some kind of breastplate or piece with feathers on them. For most of you, the feathers were not brown, they were black. They were black raven feathers. And I'm seeing like bones of animals and stones interconnected through leather. So you may be drawn to, okay, I'm getting a lot. Just let me, okay, let's just, the veil is very thin, so there's a lot coming through. For some of you, finding a feather, a black feather, or having the image of a black feather come across your social media or in life, or you pick one up outside, you see one, or you see a black bird. These are your ancestors coming forward to help you bring this energy forward, okay? All right, let's pull some more tarot. Let's pull some tarot. We haven't even got into that part, so let's go into the Akashic Tarot. I really think that in this lifetime, you're mirroring in many ways this other lifetime. Now, you may not be a shaman, right? But I feel like you're experiencing what it's like to be repressed in your abilities and your talents and overcoming them. In the other lifetime, you were repressed outwardly from an environment. The repression in this lifetime is internal because it's meant to birth an evolution in this lifetime. This is why you might feel repressed. You might feel like you can't express yourself truly how you are. You can't really... You may be afraid of your abilities. You know, you may have been someone who's been psychic or can communicate with interdimensionals, or you kind of know how time works and you kind of work with that, or you do things with the grid when you're asleep. You may be a dream walker, that kind of thing, where you go and you help people heal while they're sleeping, that kind of thing. So yeah, this is a very powerful group, but it feels rooted in like primitive, and I don't mean that in a bad way, okay? These are people who are connected to the planet, and as civilization was built, especially I'm seeing like European, Eastern Europe, the Mediterranean, as society was built, the people, the forest people, the people of the earth, found more and more repression. And in that lifetime, you really, if you got, you know, caught by these people, you were probably going to die. There wasn't a lot of ways to fight such a big, because there's such a difference between, you know, people who were back then, people who were living, and I don't mean bad, I mean just their access. Like these people maybe had access to like explosives and guns and things like that. So when they came and they rounded you up, you know, it wasn't even a fair fight, right? And you know, you guys may be feeling some of that in this lifetime, like what's happened to you, the repression you feel internally is not authentic. You feel like it's something maybe you were programmed with, or your parents were programmed with, or the world has programmed with you to hide or repress. And you're going to overcome oppressive energy, repressive energy in this lifetime. That's why you may be feeling the way you do, because you're birthing an evolution of self. Okay, we have commitment. Let's see. We have the willow. We have the lookout. Yeah, I feel this. And we have the queen of forces. So what I'm doing is kind of, I call it like a pyramid. Well, I don't call it. The book actually calls it the pyramid spread. And what I'm doing right now is the energy that you're in, this energy you may be feeling right now in your life. We're going to figure out what's going on now, and we're going to see how this lifetime can help you, okay? So we have commitment. I'll show you these. We have the willow. We have the lookout. And we have the queen of forces, okay? So yeah, I'm feeling like you may be feeling a little hypervigilant right now. You may be waiting for the next thing to happen that's bad. And I feel like you may have some issues in a relationship with this commitment card here. And I feel like Spirit's coming forward with the willow and the queen of forces to let you know that this is the ebb and flow of your life. Okay, you cannot force things in life. If you try, many times you make that repressive energy even stronger. Okay, if you force And this could be like forcing a relationship to work out. It could be a relationship with, you know, a parent or a cousin. It could be a relationship with anyone. But it's an important one because you're learning about yourself. You're learning about how much of yourself do you really want to give up to be connected to another person. Okay, if it costs you part of yourself, if it costs you repressing part of yourself to be with another person, then that's not your person. Okay, and if it's a friend, you know, maybe we need to pull back a little bit. Like if you can't be who you really are, if you have to repress who you are for others, those others may not be for you. And that's hard because I know for many people, it kind of leaves you in a place where you're alone, you know, and I feel like you don't want to be alone. And nobody wants to be alone. I mean, most of the time anyway. We all need I'm sorry, I'm itching my nose. Whenever spirits get close, my nose starts to itch. So I know that you don't want to be alone. And you're not going to be alone, okay? If you're having a hard time in a relationship right now, just know this is energy playing out, okay? It's energy that needs to be, I feel like you're clearing karma, okay, in this lifetime. Like you are actively, some people don't, you know, and there's no judgment, you know, but some people do actively clear karma. So how does that happen? Well, we go through some really tough stuff, okay? And we have to get the mirror of ourselves going, okay? And then we can start, as we see the truth of ourselves, we can start moving to a new chapter, okay? And I feel like that's really, it's almost like, okay, what I'm getting is a visual of like two movies, okay? And they're sequels, they're related to one another, but one is in one time and one is in another, okay? And in some way you're repeating patterns from this past life, all right? And in the past life, you had to repress yourself for different reasons, okay? For, you know, for safety, for fear. You know, some of you guys may have been in a coven and were hunted. I'm hearing like 1600s around that time. I'm getting really overwhelmed with the energy of there's a witch energy. Some of you guys were in a coven and you probably resonate very strongly with being involved with a powerful witch or a coven of witches or a coven of some kind. This would have been a spirituality that probably was not really accepted anymore. I'm hearing like Norway and Sweden. It was very cold, very, very cold. Okay, and I feel like for a lot of you, you may have felt betrayed by someone in your coven, someone close to you. Even though there was this energy of repression, it's like someone attacking you under pressure. It makes the betrayal that much more powerful and profound. And I feel like that is a element of your karma that you're clearing in this life. Like you don't have to be a witch. It could be different. You could be a high priestess or priestess or something like that, or just heavily involved. And learning to trust people in this lifetime, learning to trust yourself. And bringing through the gifts from being in either a primal group like a tribe or a coven, something where you were very close to people, and as a group you were repressed. So that means that, you know, at one time I feel like some of you probably like the Picts and tribal people like that probably were very free, and there probably was some kind of invasion or war or skirmish or something that caused your way of life to no longer be okay. And it began with, some of you guys had issues with like missionaries and stuff like that. You may have issues with with modern Christianity, Catholicism, things like that. So, and I feel like in this lifetime, you're learning, I'm being pulled to the commitment card here. And I just feel like a spirit, I feel like ancient, old, these are old ancestors. These are since the dirt was made ancestors, okay, coming forward. And they want to talk to you about commitment. You have got to commit to yourself. You have got to commit to doing what is right for you, okay? This is your life experience. This is your universe. This is your movie. This is your life. And at the end of it, it's not going to matter how many other people you pleased. What's going to matter is how you lived your life. Okay, did you have rich experiences? Did you grow? You know, would you want to go back and live that life again? Many people don't realize that we live the same lifetime many times, and we live many lifetimes many times. Time is an illusion. And often said around, among the mystics is that we've all been each other. So there you go. All right, let's pull some more cards here. What are we moving into? What are we moving into? Tell me more about group 1. The madman. Mad person. Doesn't have to be a guy. All right. Master artisan. I love getting that card. The architect. Yes. And intricacies and industry. You are building. Look at this. We have all these cards. The master artisan. You're building. You're moving into this energy of building. The architect. Of designing. Yes. And planning. Intricacies and industries. Your life. Your next step. Your next move. You are getting into this energy where I feel like a lot of the worry here is going to be gone, because you're going to own the madman of the water energy. You're going to own the outsider energy in this lifetime, and you're going to embrace your gifts. You're going to become the master artisan of your life. Okay. And that means that you are coming into full awareness of yourself. You may have an awakening that happens. For some of you guys, you may feel, you may literally, this happens. Like, I cannot even tell you. You literally wake up one morning and you're just different. You're just different, and you don't know, you don't quite know how to explain it, but the world seems different. I've woken up a few times in my life like this. Like, I woke up and, the walls seemed different. Like, the world just seemed different. And because more than likely you shifted something. Things are shifting for you, okay? And so you're having a new awareness of your environment, of where you are and who you are. You may be this group may be the kind of energy where you have milliseconds of moments where you feel yourself looking out of the body as the observer, okay? As a person, well, it's not a person, it's an energy. I don't know. It's hard to explain these kind of concepts, but I think you understand, where you're just aware of being a being in the body and observing that moment. And it's very quick. I've had these off and on my whole life, and it's really powerful and profound, because you realize that everything in life is an illusion, and that your life, your experience here is for you to create. Yes, we live within the bounds of 3D. We have to deal with all those things. But sometimes we get so ingrained in the 3D that we forget about the etheric. We forget about the possibility. We forget about the magic that is life. The fact that we're all here is magic, okay? It really is. They try to explain it, but the forces that we call nature at one time are referred to as magic. So the mad people, the madman that people used to say they're crazy, they don't know what they're talking about. Right now, many of those would be like, what am I getting here? I'm getting like, like great scientists, like people who are well respected and not necessarily butchered because they were different. People who are embraced, like people who think Elon Musk is somebody who thinks outside the box. Okay. He has a incredible mind. And many times those people who have incredible minds back then, and they thought outside the box, many of those people were brutally taken out, and not just them, but their whole line was taken out. They tried anyway. And for some of you, you may vibe with being like a Cathar. Okay, they're like a whole different vibe, and they were outside the norm. And one of the popes, I want to say Pope Benedict, but I could be wrong, basically sent out, was it the Knights Templar? I think so. I can't remember if it was them or they were already in trouble. Anyway, and told them to kill them all, women, children, everyone, and let God sort them out, right? So they were hated. They were just a heresy group. They were hated by the Catholic Church. So, but their line is said to have continued, even though they were, it's well known that the Catholic Church, and this is no judgment, but they try to take them out, okay? The Cathars still live. There is a wisdom band of the Cathars still that remains. So, all right, and I'm feeling like a lot of this has to do with, this is a lot of 3D materialism. Like this is materializing your etheric view, your etheric experience. So you guys may be getting or may get impressions of like a business you want to start or art you want to do, or something. For some of you, this is very profound. Like, this is a very profound thing. And this is part of the, I'm going to call it a package. The package that we're unwrapping of this past life, okay? It's a gift. It's an ability that's coming forward, okay? So, and you'll know, you probably already know what I'm talking about. I think you guys already know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Yeah, let's get some more. So what's the outcome of this? What is the outcome? Okay, we have 2 of Scrolls, 2 worlds. Right. Okay, I'm feeling like this is a coming together. Okay, 2 worlds coming together, 2 worlds colliding. That could be 2 people, like each person being a world and then colliding, or a universe. This could be also, I'm feeling like this is like 2 different skill sets coming together, or 2 different dreams coming together. And it's interesting because we have 2 worlds making 1 world here. So this could be a person coming in and you merging, and you guys, oh wow, okay. So this is your twin we're talking about, your twin flame, your divine counterpart, okay? I did not know this was going to come out, all right? I was not even prepared for this. I don't know how you prepare for readings for stuff like this, but I'm never prepared for some of the stuff that comes out. So you guys have a twin. You have a twin flame in this lifetime, and they're connected to this particular lifetime. How will you know? Because they will have some memories. They will have some feeling. They will be invested in some, you know, maybe darker things or occultic things, or primal things or primitive things. They may be into tribalism, things like that. And those aren't dark. They're just a different aspect of being human. And you guys may be, and you may be very different, though. Like, we have 2 worlds here in the mirror. You may mirror each other, but still have pretty and vital, like, differences. Like, one of you may have had like a horrible time as a child, and the other had a happy childhood. You know, you may have experienced a lot of repression. I feel like this group has experienced a lot of self-repression, and there may be outside repression, and it could be, you know, really nasty stuff, okay? And the other person hasn't really, you know, experienced that. They've lived more out loud, okay? Many times that's twin flame energy. Like, that's kind of a mirroring effect. Sometimes your lives are so similar except for those few things, okay? So you have a similar vibe but different experiences, all right? So you come together and you merge into 1 world, okay? Now, for some of you, this is a person like you're going to have children with, and that's what this world is. This world is your children. For others of you, you guys may work on something together, build something together. And for others, this is a creative project, something like that. So it's different for different people. All right. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to get, let's see, I'm going to get some from the Halloween Oracle. Or we have any more information? Any more information? Be good to yourself. There's the black cat. Ooh. Wow. Fame meets opportunity. Yeah. If you're not with this person, they're going to come in, okay? And it's going to feel faded, all right? If you're not with this person. If you are with this person, you know this. You know how it felt when you met. You know the feeling, the vibe, the frequency. And for some of you guys, this is a psychic hit for another lifetime, okay? I'm feeling like Egypt. And then I'm also feeling, you know, the starseed energy we talked about earlier. So there's the felines, starseed group, and then I call them the felines, but they like that. Okay, and I'm also getting like this high priestess energy, orchid priestess of Basset. I can't say the other one. It starts with an S. Sekmet. Sekhmet. Anyway, you may feel guided to that energy, and this is just a validation for you to go towards it. All right. Well, okay, group one, that's what I got for you guys. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Hey, guys, all of you that selected the star in this group of cards. Your song is Dust in the Wind by Kansas. And this feels like, I'm just going to tell you, I gotten that this is a lifetime when you were probably famous, okay? And I'm getting 30s, 40s, 50s, early 60s. You were a rapid re-entry, if you believe time is linear, I guess, but you came back quickly into another lifetime. That would be this one, okay? And I feel like your death was tragic. It had something to do with suicide. I'm not sure the public knew it was suicide. So take what resonates here, okay? All right, so let's get into the cards here and get into the story. The story feels like, I think there was a lot of highs and a lot of lows in this lifetime. Some of you died too young. Yeah, it's very tragic. So let's just get into it and get into the cards. We have generosity here. I think you were a very giving person. I think you gave a lot in your work. Some of you guys, I'm getting like you were in vaudeville. Some of you guys were on Broadway or did plays or things like this. You did like, some of you guys like did a run in Vegas. Some of you guys were discovered like waiting tables and things like that. Others were discovered in just by chance. So, and I'm just getting that you've always been very giving. And I feel like in this lifetime, you probably overgave. All right. Because I feel like even though you may have been very well known, you may have been a famous writer as well, any kind of famous artist, just insert. I feel like you probably didn't feel, you had a little bit of imposter syndrome where you never really enjoyed the fruits of your labor. You never really enjoyed life. It was almost like you put on a mask. And I feel like for some of you, this is a past life, okay? So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Some of you guys wore a mask of a narcissist because you came from such an abusive home life that was very violent. And wow, I'm starting to feel this, and I feel like I could burst out into tears. You had a tragic life. You came from tragedy, and you fought your way to, I'm seeing the victory card. So very, very deep, dark lows and very beautiful highs in this lifetime. Okay, we have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Okay. We have the hottest love has the coldest end. Yeah. And I feel, let's see. And where does the power come from? It comes from within. I'm really feeling this hottest love, coldest end thing. This could have a lot to do with the suicide. All right. We have the squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Yeah. Star mother, how to mother yourself. I had to move something, right? I think there was probably an issue with your mother. I feel like for some of you, you had an alcoholic mother, and in your lifetime, you became an alcoholic. Some of you guys were actually put in, this is back when people used to be put in mental institutions. I wouldn't even call them that anymore, because I feel like the way they treated people was so subhuman. And I feel like for some of you, this had to do with a studio. I think a studio got heavy-handed with the handling of you. And we have Mirabai, the saint of true freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. Ooh, powerful. And I feel like if you resonate with, someone who's taken their life, I feel like you felt in your mind that you were taking control. You were taking control of the situation. You weren't gonna let anybody else do you in, and that's not going to be for all of you. It's going to be for a few of you. So let me go ahead and get There's just a lot of energy here. Tell me more. Ooh, 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 I'm dropping them. Oh, no. Okay. All right. I'm going to get it. Okay. All right. I dropped them. Of course I did. Okay. Okay, group 2. I feel like for those of you who didn't like kill yourself, that kind of thing, I feel like you kind of withered away. Maybe drugs, that kind of thing. Some of you guys seeked to be a recluse, okay? Because I feel like you just gave up. You just didn't believe in people anymore. And I think for some of you, the only reason you didn't go through with killing yourself is that your fans, you know, the people who cared about you. Although you couldn't feel it necessarily, their emotion, you didn't want to be that person. So, all right. All right, we're going to take those. So tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, I think you were in a pretty intense love affair with somebody, okay? Let me look at these cards here. I feel like they were married. Yeah, they were married. This could be either any gender, okay? I feel like a lot of people thought you were ahead of your time. I'll show you the cards. I'm just getting them all together. We have the Hanged Man. You know, that feels really cold. I feel like some of you actually did this. Yeah, that's really painful. The Lovers, there we go. And we have the Six of Swords. I feel like this person was either married or in a job title where they couldn't be it known that they were with you. For some of you guys, this is someone of the same sex, which at this time it was very, very dangerous for your life and for your career, for people to know if you had same-sex attraction. And it feels like your heart was just ripped from your chest because this person was encouraged to leave. And you know it. You knew it in that lifetime. They were encouraged to leave you and you never recovered. I feel like you may have gone on to have other relationships. You may have, you know, for some of you, you lived quite a while. For others, this ending came quickly. And I'm not sure that the public knows for some of you guys. And like this could be very old people in entertainment, like old as in a long time ago. Okay, so long time ago. But I'm picking up on the King of Cups here. This King of Cups always feels like a star to me. I guess it's because the horns. And I feel like this person, so I'm feeling like we have 2 stars here, but of a different kind. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you had an affair with someone who was famous too, or well known. Okay, and yeah, back then you didn't get divorced. You know, it wasn't, you did, but they did really, the studios, the businesses that, you know, publish books, TV, all that stuff, that, you know, we just didn't do that. Just like we didn't talk about being gay, we didn't talk about divorce, okay? So for some of you, you were just literally left and with no closure. You know, just basically someone else coming to you and saying, listen, you're not going to see them anymore. We took care of that. So I feel like some of you were involved in something in Vegas, maybe with a mobster or someone in, you know, that kind of thing. And, oh, this is really tragic. I feel like some of you were murdered, taken out by somebody within their organization because you were a problem. There's just a lot of sorrow here. There's a lot of like a feeling of, you know, you experience the highs of success. I feel like most of you were probably pretty successful. You got to taste that. But when it really came down to it, you didn't know how to take care of yourself. You didn't know how to make good business decisions. You didn't know how to trust people. I feel like you may have felt in that lifetime like you were a young soul. But I feel like you were actually an ancient soul that was trying to experience these nuances of life, the extreme highs and extreme lows of life. And I feel like the energy around you now is about balance, and it's about you believing in yourself, really believing in yourself, not just putting on a mask and putting yourself out there, but really bringing the truth of you forward and believing in your abilities, believing in yourself. It's very powerful for this particular group when you believe in yourself. It's like you harness the energy of the sun. And some of you guys may have Leo in your chart. You may have some kind of fire, Sagittarius, Aries not so much, but fire would be Sagittarius. I'm feeling that very strongly. And Leo, maybe some Aries, but maybe not as much. I'm going to go into the Akashic Tarot. Let's find out. So now that we know that, where can we go? I think there is an energy here about freeing yourself, okay, with this card. It's time for you to free yourself, okay? It's time for you to be who you truly are and let it come forward and heal this energy. I feel like you probably are scared a little bit of getting into a deep relationship with somebody. You're scared of letting someone see who you truly are. You're scared of being emotionally intimate with someone, which, you know, I get it. It is scary. It's scary to let people in. And especially when you have a lifetime where, I'm speaking to those of you who did a rapid re-entry, and because you committed suicide, and, you know, people say, oh, that's not what happens. But, you know, believe what you believe. Okay, I'm just saying this is my experience with people who rapidly re-enter. You're rapidly re-entering to heal this. Okay, you're not taking lifetimes to do it. You come in directly to another powerful lifetime. You probably have had to overcome or had a lot of obstacles put in your way, a lot of challenges that had to do with harnessing the belief in yourself. You may never have really believed in yourself. Okay, you may have felt like this imposter syndrome. A lot of people who have trauma have, especially people who are overachievers, have a little bit of an imposter syndrome. It's like they do the hard work, they manifest the success, but they never own it. They can never own it because there's a part of their brain saying, they're all going to find out you're a fraud. You know, you're not real, or you're not that talented. This was just a fluke. This was just luck. And you know, too much of that can really repress you and make it where you can't really be free. You feel restriction here. It's interesting because I felt restriction with the first group as well. So I feel like many of you had like fans who loved you, and I think for many of you that helped heal some of the intense trauma. Like in your mind you were like, well, I experienced a lot of stuff as a kid, but all this love I get from complete strangers really makes me feel good, and it makes me hopeful that my accomplishments are real. Okay, it's almost like someone not really believing that they deserve the life they're living. They wake up every morning and just wonder. And I feel like in that lifetime, you spent a lot of time wondering, like, how did this unfold, instead of just being grateful. And in this life, you're going to learn to be grateful. And as you're more grateful, you ascend. You become more open, more free, more flowing. Some of you guys have major levels of talent, and you may know this, but there's that voice in your head that's like, you're not that talented. That happens to everyone. Everyone can do that. And that's not coming from you. Okay, that's a critical voice. That critical voice is coming from outside yourself. Okay, and you need to figure out whose voice is that. Are those voices from a past life? Are those ghost voices from a past life? Are they voices from your life now? Have people told you growing up that you could never do this, you could never do that? That's because you have a calling to overcome and come forward in the truth of yourself, however that manifests, whatever that truth is to you. It doesn't necessarily mean, being famous, but it can very well mean being, an expert, or in a field, or well-known. Or I feel like for some of you, you just don't let people in. Because what happened in that past life caused you to just completely not trust people anymore. I think some of you may have had like a fan attack you. I'm seeing, I'm seeing images of different celebrities. This energy is a little bit overwhelming because to me, a lot of times, like famous lifetimes of fame, like classical famous people, their energy is a little bit strong. It's a little stronger because they're used to being like seen by people, and they're used to being out and around people. And so their energy just, it has a little bit of a sun energy. It's a little bit, it's pretty vital. Okay. Even if you don't feel vital, you have this potential. I'm seeing like the moon. It's like underneath this hidden aspect of self that you feel guided to explore, but maybe you haven't. Okay, so, all right. Let's keep going here. Okay, we have Archangel Michael from the Akashic. We have the Queen of Keys. We have Fated Meeting. Okay, we have Reflection. Okay, so this is the energy that's currently going on with you. Okay, so this fated meeting, you could be about to meet someone, or you've met someone, and this could be someone who could be crucial to your career or crucial to your love life. Okay, this person has this angelic frequency of Archangel Michael. Okay, very healing for this Queen of Keys. All right. Interesting, Queen of Keys points me to music. Maybe you're musical. Maybe you have some kind of musical gift. Maybe you play an instrument. Maybe you write music. Maybe you vibe really highly with music and you become creative and you write stuff like plays and books and things, skits and things while you listen to music. There's some kind of frequency here that I'm tuning into right now. And it feels like we have reflection here. Yeah. I feel like this lifetime is a reflection of the past. It's you healing that lifetime. There's something really important about you healing that past life that will, the way it will manifest in this life will be very powerful. I'm feeling power here. I'm feeling like a powerful energy. Like you're going to own your power. You're going to own your gifts and abilities. And when that voice, that imposter syndrome that you hear sometimes that tells you you're not good enough or whatever, you're going to be able to completely just brush it away. You're going to know it's been planted there. It's, you know, those kind of things are very hard to turn off, but what we can do is we can filter them. We can use our discernment. I think you have a very powerful gift of discernment. And I think it will help you manifest some of your goals and dreams in this lifetime. It will also lead you to the people. The people are going to help you. The people you're going to help. This is different for different people. Okay, we have the Archangel Raphael. Okay, so we have two angels here. Okay, so you may vibe with angelic frequency. You may vibe with being like a human angel. Your frequency just may be angelic. And I'm seeing like, I'm not seeing like human angel here. I want you to know I'm seeing like angels that are, you know, have many eyes and many wings, and they're very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're very psychedelic. That's the word. Psychedelic angels. Okay, you may vibe with that. So let me get some more. There's a lot of healing going on for you right now. Okay, and I feel like there's a masculine energy coming close, the bird's nest here. That is going to help you move through this. Maybe somebody who you know right now or you're watching out, the lightning bolt. Yeah, I feel like, now for some of you, okay, please take what resonates here. But for some of you, I really feel like someone is going to come out of the blue, okay? And they're going to trigger this intense past life healing, okay? We have bird's nest here, and that's about home, okay? So this could be somebody who you have a home with or you will have a home with eventually. And I feel like almost like this person is a muse. Like they'll inspire you to really get into your abilities, to really believe in yourself, and they'll help you see the possibilities in the future, because we have fated meeting here. Okay, so this is an important person. A fated meeting is like meeting your twin, meeting your divine counterpart, meeting an important soulmate who's going to help you manifest your life purpose. It's different for different people, but it's important. It's important enough for us to label it a fated meeting. It's a moment in time where literally your timeline shifts, okay? And I'm feeling this energy, like this timeline shift. It's like you're going to come to not a detour, but it's almost like a punctuation point in your timeline where you're going to become aware, really aware of this connection, and really, and it may be the somebody you're with right now who underneath whatever's going on between you two is this energy, this lightning bolt energy. And there's going to be a moment in time where clarity is going to hit you, just hit you out of the blue. And it may hit you that you don't need to be with this person, or it may hit you that this person is my person, or they may come to you with an offer that will help you in your career or college or something like that. So it's different for different people. Let's talk about the outcome here. The Akashic field. Okay. Right. So what I'm feeling with this is that the ability to manifest the highest frequency of this lifetime. Okay. So you're going to heal this. All right. You're going to heal the wounds from the past. And I feel like, you know, how this energy manifested in your life now is you probably have had a hard life, right? You've probably had a hard time trusting people. And when you trust people, they turn out to be not your people. You haven't maybe really trusted your intuition. And that's a lot of what's awakening right now, is you trusting your discernment. When you hear that voice within tell you to do something and it's reasonable, you need to listen. Okay. You have precognition. You are clairvoyant. You are psychic. You have these abilities. These abilities helped you in that lifetime. They helped you maneuver to become the person, the famous person you were, the star, for some of you, you were a high level academic. Sorry, my tongue's really heavy, you guys. But whatever this was, you rose and experienced some really beautiful frequencies, healing frequencies. You can pull healing frequency from that past life. Now, why would you say that past life has healing frequencies? As I said earlier, you're an ancient being, okay? Very old, all right? Did I say that? If I didn't, I'm saying it now, okay? You're very old, and so you have these just flowing through you, this energy. I'm feeling a lot of this green energy right now. And when you overcome, when you start believing in yourself and start harnessing your abilities, you don't realize it, but your creative space, the things you create, the things that you give, the energy when you talk to people, when you write, when you do art, when you do music, whatever this is, you heal people with that. You like channel frequencies to people and you heal them. Okay. And sometimes you become famous for doing that. And sometimes you stay in the back and you become a muse for other people. It's just different for different people. So, all right, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please let me know in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you haven't hit the little notification bell, please do that. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. All of you that selected number 3, the death card, and the stack of cards here. So we're going to find out about your past life and how that life can help you now. So your song was Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. I just listened to it. And I'm feeling like there's a lot of monk energy here, like of being a monk or a nun. And that can be in different religions, okay? It's not just a Catholic thing. So and I'm feeling like you stood up for, you may actually resonate with like saint energy. For some of you, you were literally made saints. I know, I know. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I'm just telling you what they're telling me, okay? So, and I feel like you really stood for justice, and you're very brave and very courageous. And I think many of you were killed by whatever was in power. It's like your death was a sacrifice for a group of people and something you were willing to do. I'm feeling like Joan of Arc-ish. I'm not saying you were Joan of Arc. I'm just saying that kind of vibe, like willing to, and some of you guys were, you know, had ecstatic experiences. Okay. So that's what gave you the bravery to do the things you did, and the clarity of how to act. I feel like you were a voice for children, many of you, which brings me to this kind of complicated part of this group. I feel like a lot of you have been very moved by all of the unveiling of abuse within religious systems and by people who should know better. I'm hearing a lot of activity over here. And using religion as a front to run, you know, some very grim grim stuff. And I feel like many of you spoke up against stuff like that, like child labor, child rights, the sanctity of children, and especially in times where children were thought of as, you know, just another thing you own, or there wasn't a lot of, and this is like a cultural thing for some of you, like children weren't valued as much. And this is also for women. You may have been a big proponent of fighting for women and women's rights. Some of you may have fought for like reproductive rights as well. So let's get into the cards here. You're a fighter. You're a champion. And you were fearless with death. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay. I have the otter spirit. You are never alone. I feel like you feel connected to God or God consciousness. Like you do. You probably pray. You may meditate. If you don't, there are certain times, like when you look at the sun. When you're out in the sun and you see the beauty of nature, you may feel connected to it. There is a movie that I'm thinking of right now. I think it's called like Mother Moon, Father Sun, something like that. And it's about, oh gosh, I wish I could remember. It's about a monk and a nun who had kind of an outside the box kind of view of experiencing God. Gosh, I hope I can remember to, I'm going to write that down. Well, I don't have a pen. I hope I remember. It's a movie and it's based on, oh gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue too. And it was their lifetime where they were more mystics. And so their messages were more like etheric and dreamy. So, all right, we have whale spirit, trust the great mystery. Yeah. I feel like you did in your past life. Like you did. You were very brave and courageous. And I feel like in this lifetime, maybe you don't feel that way. Maybe you don't feel like you can be brave and courageous, all right? Or you may work in an area where it requires you to be brave and courageous, and you take it for granted that you are and don't realize what a jewel that is. I feel like this is a gift that's coming forward for you. Being brave, being courageous, being fearless in protecting the vulnerable and the young, the old, the sick. There's just a real empathy here. I think your empathy is very strong, and it comes from this past life. I think you were the kind of person who got down into it. How I would explain this is like a nun who, after they go to nun school or whatever nuns do, they went out among the people and they worked with the sick and dying. I'm hearing like leprosy, the plague, things like that. They worked with starving people, things like that. So you were not just someone who like spoke it, you lived it. And so you went to a different level of awareness in life. I feel like you're very connected to God consciousness or God, and you can bring that energy through. It's very healing. I think you're a natural healer, and I think your empathy can be used to help you tune into what's going on with people. Like if you work in the medical field, or you're being drawn to the medical field, or being like a fireman or a policeman or police person, fire person, I'm so sorry, it's not gender, it's energy. If you're drawn to like those kind of jobs, you can sharpen your discernment where you can have an awareness of what's going on when you get into a scene or helping somebody or something like that. Some of you guys may be drawn to be like an ER doctor, ER nurse, work in emergency services of some kind as well. I have found the one my soul loves. Sorry, I'm getting it confused with another card that I've got in my head. I have found the one that my soul loves. All right, and we have life is tough, but so are you. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you're very tough. I think that you have been through a lot. I think past life you were extremely tough and hardy, and some of you guys, you died of old age. Like you fought these it almost feels like a war. Some of you guys were like in a war and were doing this work. I'm feeling like a southern like civil war here in the States, where you may have worked like underground, taking care of people, hiding people, things like that. And you were very tough. And I feel like most of you were never caught. There may have been suspicions, but because of who you were and the life you lived, no one approached you about it, if that makes any sense at all. Politics was complicated in the South. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you, this is your relationship like with spirit. For others, this is a relationship in your life, okay? It's different for different people. We have life force energy. I feel like you channel this energy, life force energy. When you use your empathic abilities, I feel like you connect to someone's chi and you figure out what's going on in the body, figuring out what's going on in the mind. Not because you're being invasive, because you're helping, you're healing, you're giving guidance, you're giving clarity to people, okay? Through whatever it is you do. And it could be that you're just, you could be like someone who works at McDonald's and is that kind of person who can read someone, and when they come up, you can see they're not happy, they're having a bad day, and you just try to verbally, with your expression and with your energy, just try to pick them up. I think people undervalue the people in our lives who do this. Everyday people who are working hard, trying to keep their head above water, and they're kind, they're nice, they are still open to, positive human expressions, even though a lot of people who work these kind of jobs are really abused by the collective, okay? And it's wrong. It's wrong for us to take out our frustrations on people who, get food for us and help take care of us, nurses and doctors, and a lot of those people are under stress right now. I don't know why I'm feeling guided to say that. Maybe you're one of those people, and if you are, I want to say thank you, okay? I really appreciate the hard work that you do. I think you worked really hard in this past life, and I think you never really felt appreciated. That's not why you did it, though, It's not why you did it. You didn't do it to feel appreciated. You did it because it was the right thing to do. There's an energy about you of being like a champion, like just a fighter for a cause. Maybe in this life you feel drawn to a certain cause, or you want to help children. Maybe you want to be a social worker, or you want to adopt children. There's something with children for some of you here that's very strong. And it may be that maybe you've been triggered by all the horrible stuff that people have been doing to our kids on this planet, okay? And you may be one of those people that are like, we have to stop it. I feel that with you, so you may resonate with that. I understand that. I agree with you. It has to stop, okay? And I feel like some of you guys are like in dream time doing some level of working in the collective to bring these energies out front. The energies that need to be, called on their abusive tactics and their usury of our young and vulnerable. Okay, so I feel that from you. All right, I'm going to pull some from the Halloween, I just flipped all these cards, the Halloween Tarot. And then I'm going to get into the Akashic. All right, I feel like for some of you, if you're not with somebody, you're heading towards a sacred union, okay? And this is someone who you're going to love with your soul. I think in your past life, you probably didn't have, the Three of Bats here, that's the Three of Swords. You probably didn't have someone close to you, probably most of your life. I think you spent a lot of your time with the Ten of Pumpkins here, which is the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you spent a lot of your time working on big foundations with people. I think you loved on people like they were family. I think you were very open to new people. And I think you just weren't lucky in love. If you were a nun, you weren't supposed to have, or a monk in the Catholic Church, you were restricted, right? So any kind of love you would have had in that kind of situation would probably have been one that was hidden. And there may have been some shame about it, okay? So you focused on the things that made you happy. And in this lifetime, I'm feeling like we have a lot of happiness with children, okay? We have a lot of cards here, but I'm going to take them all. I think you were healing to children. I think you fought the fight with them. We have the Five of Imps, which is the Five of Wands here. I think you were an intense fighter. I think you were willing to put your life on the line, and some of you actually did. You died for a cause. You died for a group of people. And what it's created in you in this lifetime is this heroic aspect that you have that I keep referring to as a champion. It's actually the energy of a hero. That's not gender, that's energy, okay? Heroic energy around you. And I'm feeling like I'm feeling that the energy is, I'm seeing it. The energy is like electric blue, but it feels like a crystallized energy. It's like a crystallized electric blue energy. And I'm feeling like aquamarine energy is in your aura as well. And I'm feeling like you carry this around, like you don't realize it. I think you really help people feel more inspired. That won't resonate for all of you because this is something you're going to do. It's going to be something you give to others. All right. The Page of Ghosts. All right. The 7 of Pumpkins. We have the 2 of Ghosts. There it is. We have the 9 of Bats. It's the 9 of Swords. And we have the Ace of Ghosts. So let's just get into the relationship that is coming forward. Okay, so in this past life, I feel like if you did have relationships, they never really flowered. Okay, you were very devoted to this this group, this cause. Okay, so in this lifetime with the 2 of Ghosts, okay, I see you having someone come into your life or who is in your life now. It's different for different people who you see eye to eye with. If you're with someone right now and you don't have this kind of relationship where you're really open to each other, you talk about things, maybe you have some of the same opinions. It's like you have the same frequency, okay? Then this is someone else, okay? Coming through. And it could be a friend. It could be a best friend who's emerging, or a business partner or something like that. But for others of you, like, this is your person, okay? And even if you're in a relationship, if you don't vibe with this energy right here, then this is somebody else that's going to come forward, okay? And I know for some of you that's hard to hear because you have such a heroic, loyal, trustworthy, strong fighter energy. I know that's hard to hear. You may be Libra, Leo, Aries. I'm feeling Cancer as well. I'm feeling Gemini, Aquarius. And yeah, that's what I'm feeling there. And I feel like we have a Page of Ghosts and an Ace of Ghosts. So that's a Page of Cups and an Ace of Cups. So I feel like there is a gesture coming forward. Someone's going to reach out to you. This could be an opportunity for some of you, and for others of you, this is your person coming forward, okay? And they're going to be an important soulmate. This is going to be like probably divine counterpart or twin flame energy, which I am shocked. I don't know why I'm shocked, but I'm shocked that that's coming forward in this reading. 1, 2, and now you have talked about twin flame energy. The reason why it's so powerful and profound when twin flames or divine counterparts or vital soulmates kind of come together, you change the frequency of the collective. Okay, you change. You just resonate with each other so strongly, and a lot of times you catalyst change in each other, and it allows you to become fully more yourself, fully attuned to a higher frequency, and people around you can kind of pick it up, okay? Because the etheric, the veil is thin. Well, I'm filming this in October, right before Halloween, but on the regular, okay, the veil has thinned a lot. Okay, so it's much easier to pick up on this energy. And that's why when they come forward, when you meet them, if you haven't met them yet, you'll know. If this is your person, you know. You know. There's none of that narcissistic, toxic, empath kind of fighting and just messy plasmic energy between you. This would be pleasant energy. This is someone you have fun with, you can talk to, you feel comfortable with, to whatever degree, you can feel comfortable. Because sometimes, it's not that person, it's us. We don't feel comfortable with them because we don't feel comfortable with ourselves, okay? And there may be an element here needing to get comfortable with your sexuality, needing to get comfortable with who you are, and embracing yourself. And also, I'm getting that you need to probably express yourself more within the collective. Like, you need to be expressing yourself, like how you look. Maybe you don't look how you want to. Maybe you don't present yourself the way you want to. It's time for you to take care of yourself, okay? I think it's time for you to nurture and care for yourself and think about yourself, okay? I think you're a very giving person, and there's a danger in being a giving person that, you'll be an empty shell, okay? And I feel like because you have such a heart for other people, kind and compassionate, and really strong, this heroic energy is so strong, that you almost feel like if someone asks something of you, you need to do it kind of thing. And Spirit's telling you, no, you need to start taking better care of yourself, okay? Because you have a lot to give, but you can't give from an empty well, right? Okay, let's get some more energy here on the table for group 3. All right, what else? What else? Okay, we have loving elementals. We have wishes fulfilled. We have increscent moon. And we have up in the air. Up in the air. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, this is one of those cards that when I get it, I'm like, why even give me this card? Okay, this tells me it's up in the air. Well, that's great. They already know their life's up in the air to a degree. You don't need me to tell you that, right? So let's get another card on that one. Wishes fulfilled with loving elementals and the increscent moon. I'm feeling like, let me get clarity on this first. The Buddha prepares. Okay, so, you know, there is a sacred work going on in your life, okay? And you're aware of it. You're aware of it. And you're in a situation where you may not know where you're going or how you're going to get there, but you feel the energy coming forward, that something's manifesting. Something big is manifesting for you, okay? And here you are working on it. You're working on it. Now, you have spirits gathering around you, which I'm sure you're aware of because you feel very connected. Some of you guys are like spirit mediums or psychics. You have very strong healing energy as well. You know, we all have many gifts. This thing about, oh, well, I'm a psychic, but I can't be a healer. No. No. You are a fully multidimensional being with multiple different gifts and abilities, okay? And I feel like you guys just have such a big heart. And sometimes you feel a little empty. And what I'm getting from loving elementals is you need to open the well of the divine love, compassion, divine self, communication with your God self or God consciousness or God, however you vibe. That is an endless, vast well of energy that you can channel through yourself and give to other people, and you will never not have this energy. You will never feel yourself run dry or run empty. Okay, so there's some powerful meditation for you that I'm feeling like get into meditation with frequency, meditation outside, really connect with Mother Nature. It will help you connect. If you can connect with the planet, it'll be much easier for you to channel this energy through you. So you will no longer feel like energy is being pulled from you or taken from you. You may have some emotional vampires in your life that you need to kind of cut off or get under control. And so you may feel drained a lot. And it's just because you haven't really pulled on or understood the seat of your power. I'm getting there is a way to connect to this is to go, I consider it like a backwards back door. Okay, backwards back door, okay, where you visualize going down through your different organ systems in your body, down to your cells, down to your DNA, and then you're going to pull through your DNA to the other side. The other side of that would be God consciousness. It would be creation, okay? And if you can learn to tap that energy that's on the other side within your own DNA and bring it forward, you won't feel drained anymore. And I think your spiritual abilities are going to manifest very strongly, and it's going to lead to a intense evolution in your life. Okay, let's see what else we got here for you guys. We have the ascent. Beautiful. Okay, so you're heading towards an ascension event. Okay, it's like your person is kind of the fries of your happy meal. Okay, the happy meal is the whatever, the chicken or the hamburger, okay? The hamburger is your ascent, all right? That's really what you've come to do, okay? And I know you're probably thinking, wow, we all ascend. We get new awarenesses, we integrate them, we heal the baggage, we clear the energy, we integrate the new awarenesses, and we ascend to a different level of consciousness, okay? It's a process, not a one-time event, okay? But I feel like for you, your ascension has to do with like really understanding who you were, because I feel like if you can understand this lifetime, I feel like you can bring all that energy through and really help to heal people and heal yourself. And you can be a very powerful energy that helps the collective ascend as a whole. Your ascension is linked with the collective ascending, okay? There are people who are, I've called them waymakers, that they are ascending kind of prior to large groups ascending because they're making a way. They're literally laying a pathway behind them. And part of your job may be to tell other people how you did this, okay? Because you're laying a pathway. You may not know how you're going to do it. It may be something that you're working on or never thought about. It just depends. Everybody vibrates differently with these readings. So we have the King of Forces. Yes, I'm feeling that. You see this energy. I'm feeling the cloud in the background. The sky is actually this energy. It's violent energy. Violet, okay? So this is infinite possibility, all right? This is someone who understands how to manifest change, how to manifest healing. This is someone who is completely connected to the root of their empowerment. Wow, it's profound. It's profound. And this isn't even the outcome. This is like the next evolution of where we're going with this energy here. But you have the Buddha prepares energy. You may actually vibrate with like being a monk, a Buddhist monk of some kind as well, or nun. We have add some 22, master number 22. You may be a 22. I think next year is going to probably be a big year for you. Check into 22. Check into that number numerology. It may have meaning for you. But if you are a master number 22, I'm just telling you that you're walking a pathway that's going to lay foundations for generations. Okay, it's beautiful. It is profoundly difficult. It takes the mind of a master to do this kind of work, and that's what you have. That's why you did what you did in a past life, okay? You have this master. You may resonate with ascended master energy. There's something about your energy that is, I think you were born ascended to a degree, okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? This is a powerful reading if you resonate with it, the chess game. Okay, so you're here to hack the system, okay? You're here to help people get out of the controls, the programming, the illusion, okay, in this reality, all right? And it's very much for you about the flow of balance. I'm seeing the yin and yang symbol here with the chessboard. I'm feeling like you're learning how to balance your energies. So I feel like you will come to a point where you accept, it's okay, it's good to be happy in the material world, and you can be spiritual. It's not one or the other, okay? You don't have to forsake all the pleasures of being human to be an enlightened spiritual being. You are an enlightened spiritual being, and you can be an enlightened spiritual being, doing a lot of things that people might not like, but they don't understand it, so it's none of their business, right? I'm feeling very protective of your energy. I feel like maybe people judge you and you're uncomfortable with that because I feel like your experience now may be a lot different from that lifetime, okay? All right, guys. Well, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I love to hear from you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And hit the little notification bell so you'll know when all my videos come out. And I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Hi, group 4. All of you that selected the Empress card here. Now, this feels like royalty. Okay, this feels like someone who had a life of privilege that may have given it up or used a lot of their resources to help children or help the vulnerable or the sick, the dying. It's interesting. I feel 3 and 4 are connected. You may have been drawn to 3 as well. If you have, there's probably some messages there for you too. But this feels different. This isn't the same heroic energy. This feels like someone who's privileged, who did a lot of nice things for people, maybe donated money, donated resources, that kind of thing. We're going to get into it and see all about this Empress energy. So let's see the cards that got drawn. And keep in mind, it's a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private sessions. All that information is down in my description box below. Okay, let's go through this. Sometimes the strongest people in the morning are the people who cried all night. Now, your song, just a minute. Your song was I Wish by Skee Lo. And that song, to me, it feels very hopeful. Okay, so I think you were a very hopeful source. I think you gave people hope. I think with your resources, I think even if you weren't like royalty, you were very wealthy and you did good with your money. Okay. You also played hard. Some of you guys were players, but you gave a lot away. You helped a lot of people. Okay. Yeah. Some of you guys may have like refused a call on your life, like from your family to be in a family business or something like that, or to like be part of the royal house. Instead, you decided to devote more of your time to helping people, helping charity and things like that. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it from without. Sometimes the strongest people in the morning are the people who cried all night. So it feels like you took on burdens in your lifetime, even though it seems like this lifetime was a good lifetime. You had leisure time. I think you probably traveled abroad. But it also puts you in situations where you saw a lot of poverty. For some of you, you may have a heart for India as well. I feel like this may be like someone from Europe or the America or South America who is privileged, who maybe donated money to children in India or in Europe, the poor children of Europe. It's going to be different for different people. I also feel like a lot of money going to Africa as well. We have the act as if, the chameleon spirit. Oh, this is a beautiful energy. Yeah. Let's see. We have root chakra, ground, and center. I think you helped people who had issues with the root chakra. In other words, like tragedies. Maybe they lost parents in a war, or maybe you lost your parents. I feel like there's a war loss here. And maybe that is what triggered you to start helping other people. You maybe lost your mother, the Empress card here, grandmother, an important matriarch. And because of that, you decided to spend a lot of your life devoting your life to charity of some kind, to helping others. You recognized your privilege. I feel like this mother energy here really wanted her children to know the value of helping people, understand that they were privileged, and not everyone is born into privilege. It doesn't mean that your life is easy. It just means that, you know, a lot of people who are born into privilege work very hard, but they do recognize the fact that, you know, they sleep on a $10,000 mattress, and some people don't even have one at all. You know, that kind of difference. Like, they're very aware of the haves and have-nots. You may actually in this life have abundance and feel called to do something with it, or you may be coming into money in the future, and you're going to feel drawn to do something to help people with it, to build something that's going to help people. For some of you, it's writing a book, things like that. It's going to be different for different people. So I have a double mission: light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. I think you need to answer your calling, okay, in this lifetime. I think in your past life here, it's coming forward to show you that, you know, you don't have to be like the people that you help to help them, okay? To have empathy, to have compassion. You don't necessarily have to suffer like they suffer to help. Some people need resources. Some people are resources for others to use to help, you know, maybe raise money, or maybe you have an idea that could help others. And for you being who you truly are, so doing the work you feel called to. I feel a very heavy calling on this particular group here. I feel like you're being called to do something, and many of you have not acted upon it. And that's okay. You know, take your time. Time is an illusion. So take all the time you need. But this call will not fade, okay? I understand this because I've had a call in my life. I just share it because I want you to know I understand. And I said no. And there's just some things when you say no to them that the universe is going to go, well, hey, you know what? You agreed to this. Like, this is something you want. You want this. So we're going to take you on a journey to where you're going to get into an awareness that this is what you want. This is the manifestation that you've been asking for. Okay. Let's see. We have 10 Sisters of Light. Ooh, beautiful healing energy there. Yeah. That's awesome. That's an awesome energy. I feel like for a lot of you, these are guides around you. They're, I'm feeling like muse energy here as well. 33, that's a master number as well. You could have master, ascended master energy around you. I I feel like there's feminine God forms, ancestors coming forward to help you, okay? A lot of Earth Mother, Divine Mother energy here, okay? We have the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. I believe this card is about a real person in history who wrote hymns for the Sumerians, formulated rituals and things like that. And many people believe that she, that's energy, not gender, created the kind of the foundation for how, you know, we pray, how rituals are done, how prayers are done, those kind of things. If it's who I'm thinking of, that's what's coming through to me. And I feel like there is an element of channeling with you, okay? It's like the Divine Mother wants to open you up to her messages and to bring them through, to heal people. And I think in this lifetime, you may be, there's something about children here with you. You may feel a need to like pray for children. You may work like at a food bank, those kind of things, but you feel like you may be a teacher, you may be a school teacher, or you're in some kind of specialty that works with children, or being guided to that. It's different for different people. I'm just picking on multiple streams of possibilities here. And I feel like this card is coming forward because the universe, your guides want you to know that you know the way. You know how to manifest this. You know how to change things, okay? You need to trust yourself more. You have energies all around you who are trying to help you, guide you to this calling, okay? They're trying to get you to embrace it. If you haven't heard the call, it's coming, all right? And it's important that you understand that you serve the world by being you. So answer the calling of your heart, okay? This is something that's fulfilling, that's loving, that will help you understand the power that you hold within your heart. You will help heal people's root chakras. Maybe you have some root chakra energy work that needs to be done in this life. Or maybe you have a powerful root chakra because you've had, you know, your foundations in life are good. You know, if they aren't, then healing your root chakra will help other people heal theirs, okay? Root chakra is often about like survival, having food, having safety, being able to sleep without worrying about someone attacking you, those kind of things. So it's different for different people. We have trust the Nigel. There we go. What is the Nigel trying to tell you? Okay, so this is the energy coming forward, okay? There is a calling. We're going to talk about it again, that you are feeling it. If you haven't yet, it's going to come this way. You're going to start feeling like just pulled towards a certain something, a certain cause, or a certain business, or a certain manifestation, a certain gift. And you're being guided by all this guide energy. You have tons of guides around you who is encouraging you to listen to the wisdom within, okay? You guys may be feeling like writing a book, or children's book, or a book of some kind, or there's something here about children. And I feel like you have a very protective energy about children. So it's different for different people. And then we have get grounded. Okay, we have two cards about being grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So root chakra, I think you need to ground more, okay? And it will help you feel better about your calling. I think it will help you live your truth. And I think that being more grounded will balance out your energies, your fear. I feel like you have some sorrow. I think when you see people suffering, you take it so deeply within you that it starts to give you like physical symptoms. Okay. I think sometimes maybe your illness, maybe you just are so concerned about other people that, you know, it comes forth in like some kind of illness. You get sick to your stomach or something like that. Please seek doctor's help. I'm not telling you that your health issues are all spiritual. Always seek the help of a doctor and all that. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just telling you that sometimes these kind of energies, especially when we don't ground, can really get overwhelming and make us feel kind of bad, not make us okay, like have less energy, you know. And I feel like you're being guided to ground because this healing earth mama energy wants to come through, okay, and help you heal so you can heal others, help you see the way, you know what to do. I feel like it's like a continuation almost of this past life. Okay. Some of you may feel privileged, all right? And you're being called to use your privilege to help others. It's different for different people. So let me pull from the Akashic Tarot and see what else we can find out for you. Group 4. Let's find out. Okay. Tell me more about group 4. It's too many cards. We'll take this one. I'll show them to you in a minute. Diversity, yeah. We have the Akashic Library. And we have Caught in the Ruins. Okay. So these 4 cards represent the energy you're kind of in now, or about to enter, or leaving. So it's now kind of energy. All right. And I feel like we have spring and autumn here. We have diversity, the Akashic Library, and we have Caught in the Ruins. So for some of you, you've had a tower fall. Okay, what does that mean? You've had something that's happened in your life that has completely upset your foundations. Okay, and it's already fallen. All right. So when you're caught in the ruins, the tower's fallen, and you're kind of dealing with the aftermath of what was left. And I found a tower falling is like a major awareness. It's like finding out that someone's cheating on you, finding out that the people who claim that they care about you never cared about you and were using you. And I'm feeling like you may be having some of that going on, like where people are using you. I think you are so compassionate on a natural level. It just comes through so clearly. And I feel like you want to help people as much as possible, and sometimes you give too much. This was in stack 3 as well, and now you're caught in these ruins, and I feel like there's not a lot of energy coming towards you to help you. Okay, and with the 4 of Forces, I'm feeling healing. Okay, healing energy coming forward for you, and I feel like maybe you need to spend some time out in nature. Okay, and you need to get your mind off of the tower that fell. It will help you get clarity. Okay, it will help you open up your abilities. It will help you see the pathway, okay, that's been made for you. All right. Diversity, I feel like you're being called to diversify the things you do. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys are trapped in some routine, and you need to change. This may be a job that's unfulfilling. It may be a relationship that's unfulfilling, and you're just being called to kind of switch the energy up. So maybe look for another job. Maybe there's a conversation you need to have. And maybe it's time to open up your friend group to different people and allow people to come closer to you, okay? Because you're definitely working in some divine energy here with the Akashic Library. You may be really connecting with this past life. You may be connecting with the possibility of other past lives that can help you. And I feel like you carry this energy of someone who can work in the Akashic records with others, like help others clear karma, help others get discernment and clarity. But first you have to get that for yourself, okay? I often say to people, a healer, heal thyself, okay? It's a powerful healer who is a wounded warrior who has had to heal themselves. If you're somebody who's had to recover from trauma alone, if you're someone who has constantly been left and abandoned in some of the worst parts of your life, the worst things that have happened, and you have managed, or you're managing, or you're working on regaining your own sense of empowerment, that is an incredible energy, okay? When people feel that, it's very healing. It gives them hope. When you move through your obstacles, you help others move through their obstacles, okay? And it's powerful. It's really powerful. You're a very powerful being, all right? Itch my face, okay. Oh, this card doesn't belong. Let me just shuffle this again. All right. Okay, we have summer, winter. Okay, interesting energy here. So you're going from spring, autumn to summer and winter. Okay. Yeah. Tell me more. The divine physician. Okay, and we have the initiation of Saint Germain. Okay, so we have this summer, winter. I feel like something coming together for you in divine physician. Okay, healing. I feel like you are going to be healing other people, okay, as you heal yourself. Okay, so when you start making decisions that work in your best interest, that are good for you, instead of always giving, sometimes when we overgive or we give a lot to people, they expect it, and then it becomes, it changes from giving to taking. And that's when we can feel a little drained, a little empty. All right. So I think the guidance here is really for you to ground this energy, for you to get out in nature, for you to do some things that are healing for yourself. Okay. You know, if you can get away for a couple of days by yourself, get away, you know, or have a staycation at home, you know, watch some movies, do some things that nurture you and give you comfort. Okay. Be good to yourself. It's really important that you're good to yourself. Okay. Because as you rise, other people will as well. As you serve yourself, you serve your collective. You catalyst people. And sometimes people don't like that. So we have the Queen of Keys and the Hilarion. Okay, so I'm feeling like what you're manifesting, where you're going, is a place where you're connected. You're connected to your guides. You're connected. Some of you guys are spirit mediums. Okay, and you know it. You're going to be more connected. You're going to be able to channel healing energy to people through your projects and things that you do. It can also be, there's something about your hands. I think that you may be someone who, like, you are a patter or a toucher or a hugger. Those kind of things communicate your healing energy, and you're constantly giving. And I feel like you're the kind of person where you don't feel the drain until someone starts taking. And then you're like, hey, don't take from me. Don't take what I haven't given to you. And you know, that is a powerful statement. Maybe that's where you're moving into, is to a place where you can say, I'm giving you this energy freely, but don't take from me. Don't take what I don't give you. Okay. Because it's not yours. It's having boundaries. I feel like you're going to be developing really powerful boundaries with people, and it's going to help you ascend to the next level in your life. So, okay, group 4, I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day. And please subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you'll be updated of all my future videos and all that stuff. So I really enjoyed reading for you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. All of you that selected the Lovers. So this is going to be a past life love reading. If you don't vibe with that, then this is probably not your stack. Although I think a lot of people will be drawn to this because it's a story about love, right? Okay. All right. So I haven't looked at the cards, so I don't know what we're dealing with here. We have stay optimistic about your love life. We have past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay. We have fire. Now, your song was Adele, Rolling Deep, okay? So I feel like you've had your heart broken probably pretty intensely, or your person has, or maybe you guys have been breaking each other's heart, and you know that this is your person. I'm not talking about a narcissistic, abusive, toxic relationship. That would not be your person, okay? But people who are good for each other can have horrible misunderstandings and miscommunications, and it can get a little icky, right? We're all human. We have endless opportunities. Beautiful energy. Fire and endless opportunities. You may be a fire sign that's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or they may be a fire sign. It's just a lot of fire in your relationship here. We have your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. Wow. I don't know if I've ever pulled this card. Then we have stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. You don't have to change to bring this person to you, okay? And if you're with somebody who's trying to change who you are, they're probably not your person. Your person's going to love you, warts and all. They're going to love you, trauma and all. They're going to love you no matter what you've been through, okay? And they're going to be patient, all right? They're going to be very patient. And then we have wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. It's beautiful. Cat spirit, claim your independence. Yes. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. This is beautiful. This is like a beautiful relationship of someone, you know, you may be in a situation where you just you don't feel courageous at all. And you may want to go hide. You may have a little bit of depression or something like that going on as well. And you may feel overwhelmed by what's going on in the world. I feel like there are some people who are resonating with this particular stack that feel almost traumatized from like having to social distancing. Like something happened during that time. Maybe you found out someone you trusted isn't trustworthy. Maybe you were around your person that so much that you realized that you weren't right for each other. A lot of people have started to pursue different kinds of jobs, more fulfilling jobs. Maybe you just feel like you need to change. But just know that staying optimistic about your life in general will help bring this person to you. I'm not saying be fake about it. Hey, we all have bad days. I have bad days, you know. That's part of being human, but we don't stay there. You know, we go on. I think you have that energy of like, hey, you know, I have an off day, but it doesn't mean I live there. You know, it's just a feeling. It's just an emotion. I think sometimes we give emotions too much weight and we don't realize that, hey, I'm just experiencing an emotion. It's going to move through me and I'm going to be okay. Especially if emotions give you a sense of panic. I feel like you guys may have some anxiety issues, and it's coming from, of course, your experiences now, but also this may have been something that you had in a past life. You were always ready for the next shoe to fall, hypervigilant. I feel like in that lifetime, you're probably really abused as a child in that lifetime. And I feel like you really just wanted to find love. And I think in that lifetime, I'm picking up on these two cards here. I'm feeling like although the wolf and the cat, the domesticated cat, are different, there's a similar vibe here, okay? I'm having a hard time like bringing the energy forward. I feel like both of you, of course, are animals, right? And the cat is a predator. The wolf is a predator. But the cat is more delicate and the wolf is more hardy, okay? But similar, but different. Another, you know, it's interesting. Almost every pile has had some kind of profound union or twin flame or divine counterpart situation. That's so interesting to me because it always catches me off guard. But I feel like there's an energy coming towards you that is rooted in this past life, okay? And I feel like in that lifetime, you felt deeply connected. And I feel like you guys were from two different worlds, okay? This is a situation where, you know, one person could be like a monk and another person could be like a scullery maid or something like that. Or I don't know, scullery maid, that's kind of offensive. I don't know. You know, someone who did hard labor inside the house and the other person was like more religious, maybe a preacher or a pastor or a monk of some kind. And so it just wasn't a good fit culturally. It would be hard to explain kind of thing. But you both are similar. And I feel like I'm seeing two people sitting under the moon after everyone is asleep. So maybe you guys snuck off together, and under the moon you would talk and you had deep, profound conversations, because you couldn't be together like physically. You both felt really restricted from that, but you developed a heart-centered friendship that really fed you on a deep level. And I feel like a lot of the guidance you're getting right now is from those talks, okay? I feel like your person probably is very spiritually gifted, okay? Some of you guys are literally going to be with someone who's ascended, like an ascended master energy. They may have the energy of a goddess or a god form. They may be part of a larger collective that is people. Okay, so there are collectives of people who hold energy frequencies of certain kinds of God forms or currents or something like that. So your person may be someone who is high vibing, okay? High vibing sometimes doesn't look like what we think it looks like, okay? It doesn't mean that you're wrapped in a rainbow and, you know, shooting presents out of your butt, all right? I don't know where that came from, but it just did, okay? It means that you know how to maneuver through obstacles in life, that you know the balance and the power and the truth that comes through true connection with yourself and allowing your authentic self to come forward. It's very empowering. And when you can use your higher abilities to help other people. And I feel like your person may be that, or you may be that. One of you or both of you have this energy, okay? So your love story is important because you change the frequency of people around you, and you help them get clarity on their life. I think you help guide them in your own way. I think people see you together. If this is your person now or coming towards you, I think people will see you together and feel inspired that love can exist. I think a lot of people have given up on love or are looking for love, especially because of the social distancing. You know, they don't want to get stuck again, locked up at home with someone they don't love or can't get along with, you know. And a lot of people think about it and they don't want to be alone if that happens again. So there's part of our makeup, our collective, that's trying to get in a better position to deal with any kind of restrictions that may come from the government or people in power. Yeah, so we're going to just leave that at that. And what am I going to do? I'm going to pull some, I'm feeling guided to the Halloween Oracle, so let's do that. Well, it's not Oracle, it's tarot card. It's tarot deck. Let's talk more about the lovers here. So, you know, in that lifetime, however you vibe, okay, y'all are very different from different worlds, but you got together and had heartfelt conversations, okay? This could be a doctor and a nurse, whatever time period. This could be a professor and a student. This could be a monk, a teacher, a teaching monk and their student. It can be different things for different people, okay? So please take what resonates. And I feel like there was a lot of wisdom shared. And I don't think you give yourself enough credit for how wise you are. I don't think you give yourself enough credit for how wonderful you are, and how no matter what has happened in your life, you have tried to keep your vibe high. And, you know, we don't always succeed at that, but just the intention to do that is powerful. Okay, because it's hard to even have that intention when you have some of this tragedy that I'm feeling happen to you. Okay, and it may be that you've had a lot of different kinds of tragedy happen to you, and you've really had to focus to keep yourself going, to keep yourself, you know, high vibing, right? And Spirit wants you to know that the opportunities are endless for you. Okay. If you are alone right now, I feel like you're the cat spirit and there's a wolf coming. Okay. There's a wolf spirit. There's a person who has kind of a wolf energy about them. All right. This is loyalty to somebody who mates for life. So this would be somebody who you can spend a lot, if not the rest of your life, a large portion of your life with. This is someone who's a friend, who's protective. And I feel like you are like this cat. You have these wings. I feel like you, even though you're tough, there's a delicacy about one of you, like a vulnerability that's going to bring out the protective nature of this wolf. And I feel like this person will have regrets. Like you guys will begin to talk and this past life energy will come forward. It will be like when you meet, as if you cannot stay away from each other and you won't be able to place the emotion. That is past life energy a lot of times coming forward because you feel compelled to be with this person. All right. It's something that you may not be able to really control, and it may make you feel a little crazy. Okay. Just relax into it. Okay. Okay. We have the 10 of Ghosts. That's happiness, fulfillment, a happy family life. Okay, we have the Ace of Bats. That's clarity, breakthrough. We have the 7 of Imps. This is like working on it, keeping it going, building. Okay, let's keep going here. We have the Page of Bats. Okay, so a lot of clarity. Also feeling like there's a message coming through. So this person's going to send you a message, probably online or through email or in person even. They may come up and talk to you. But I really do feel like this is like an online, like you may talk to them or they may talk to you online or they may reach out to you online. Okay. We have the Queen of Imps, which is the Queen of Wands, the sexiest card in the deck. I think this person's going to bring out a lot of your desire. That may be something that you haven't really been connecting with. And I think they're going to not make you, but you're going to want this person like really bad. You're going to want this person right away. It's going to be hard for you to kind of keep a sexual distance. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. And this is a situation where the universe invites you to kind of dive in. okay, to kind of just go for it. Give all of yourself. If you feel like this is your person, do not hold back. It may take time. I get that, okay? But don't hold back. You know, don't run away. Just stay. You don't have to move forward, but don't move back, all right? Because I think the minute you're like, oh, well, we should stop talking as much, or, ooh, I don't think I should see you anymore. That sometimes, especially if it's something you want, but there's a part of you saying, hey, you know, this feels really intense and I don't know if I can handle this kind of thing. That might be your person, okay? That might be your person. Okay, we have strength here. And we have the Knight of Bats. A lot of clarity. They may be an air sign. One of you may be an air sign. That's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and I feel like fire as well. Lots of Leo energy here. The Ten of Ghosts. This is happiness, okay? So this is a couple who, for whatever reason, could not be in the same, you know, couldn't be together. I feel I'm getting a hit on, like, there was intellectual connection in that life, a deep intellectual, deep intelligent connection, and because you couldn't be more than that, it remained that, but it was such a rich tapestry of emotion and a lot of regret in not being able to do that in that lifetime. So that brings you to now where you're going to but you're going to manifest being together in this lifetime. And it's going to be I get a lot of fun with the Queen of Imps here, a lot of fun, a lot of passion. I think this person, if you are not really in touch with your sexuality, this person's really going to wake that up within you. And you're going to feel like desire, like unhinged desire. And it's going to worry you, but there's emotion here. You need to know that there's emotion here. This person isn't going to be like a hookup or anything like that, a friends with benefits. This is someone who you're immediately going to feel like a deep, soulful connection. And you're going to want the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, which is the Knight of Bats, is an aggressive knight. They move very aggressively. I feel like this person will move. The minute they feel you in their energetic, I can resonate with this. The minute they feel you within their energetic field, they will move towards you, okay? And you will be asked, you know, are you going to move towards me kind of thing? And if you feel like running, just stay and discern the energy. You'll probably find that this need to run is because you're scared of the intensity and the depth of connection. You're scared of somebody really knowing you fully. I feel like in this past life, this person knew you, your mind, like they knew the landscape of your mind and your heart, but they didn't know your body. They didn't know you romantically. And that was always something that you longed for and they longed for. And in this time, you're going to really get to go in that and really be in like profound sexual connection and enriched life with them, like really experiencing the joys of life. You may have a family together, okay? You may live together. You may live many years together. I'm feeling like this is fated, okay? This is a fated kind of meeting. So let's go ahead and pull from the Akashic Tarot. Let's see what else we can get here for you. This is a powerful, profound connection, okay? This wolf is longing for the cat. So if you don't know who this is, if this person's approaching you soon, they're longing for your energy already. Okay, we have the scribe. We have the initiation of Count Saint Germain. This is the energy we're dealing with right now. Archangel Michael, and we have Master Artisan. So I feel like there's a lot of healing energy around you. And, you know, there's a need here to heal this self-critic, this not believing in yourself, you know. 8, 9. I feel like you're on the pathway to that. I feel like it's manifesting, and it's really important that you're good to yourself and you're optimistic about your possibilities in life and what you can do. I think keep going. Do not give up on yourself. All right. Do not give up on your situation, because things are fixing to slide, like your timeline's fixing to slide a little bit. Okay. And you'll probably, some of you guys will feel it. You're going to slide because you're going to meet this person, this past life person. There's some kind of decision that you're going to make that's going to slide your situation, your pathway, your timeline, where you're going to meet up with this person. All right. It's very powerful when you meet, and it may scare you. We got scribe here. So I'm feeling a message coming through from them. We have the Ark of the Covenant. I think you're going to be a most precious thing to them. You're going to be something that they want to protect and they'll fight for. This person feels pretty fierce. Okay, so this is someone who is not afraid, not to you, but to the things they love. They're not afraid to throw hands. Okay, they're not afraid to defend what is theirs. We have the wolf here, right? Not afraid to run off other predators. This energy, they may be a little jealous and a little protective of you, and just know that it's not coming from a bad place. It's coming from a place of just being concerned for your welfare. All right. Okay, that's too many cards. So let's keep going here. We're going to get this one. Okay, we got two. We got the Queen of Roses and the Light of the World. Okay, so this is going to be a very romantic connection. This is someone who's literally like going to just want to fall into you. They're going to want to know all about you. They're going to want to know about your past life stuff. They're going to want to know about your spirituality. They're going to want to know about your experiences. They're going to want to know everything about you. And you'll want to know everything about them. I do feel like there is a little bit of a block here just because we have somebody, one of you, presenting with an intense self-critic, and you're going to have to like discern that energy and filter it out. Okay, because there's a little bit of self-sabotage. Like when this person comes, you may be tempted to run. Don't sabotage something, especially if you don't know. If you don't know where it's going to go, just write it out and see what happens. Worst thing that happen is you make a good friend, or you just don't talk to him ever again, right? The best thing that happen is you get your 10 of cups, okay? You get your connection with someone. You get to experience the highs in life and have children if that's what you want to do, or have a business or whatever you want to do. The Ark of the Covenant is special. There's a special wisdom with the Ark of the Covenant. There's a special divine grace going on. And I feel like that is what's going to align you with this person. You need to have some grace for yourself. If you can start being graceful and honoring and compassionate to yourself, it will help bring this energy into your life, okay? Which will help your person manifest much quicker and with more intensity. The Garden, okay, the Five of Roses. I'm feeling like this is sweetness manifesting, okay? This is you and your person in a place of healing, in a place of wholeness, and being playful. This is enjoying life, okay? That's what this card is to me. It's enjoying life. This could also be Spirit telling you about the children you'll have together. Okay, so this is hopeful. Lean into the optimistic ideas about your life and energies. People who are optimistic about your situation, those are your people. Okay, the people that speak negativity into your situation are people you don't probably want to spend much time with. Okay. All right, group 5, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Be sure to subscribe and hit the little notification bell for all my future videos. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.